Earlier, you wrote that, quote, in their attempt to avoid being traced, illegal actors have adopted ever more sophisticated cryptocurrency technologies, such as non-custodial wallets.
Ooh-wee, the end game is in sight. But this time, as Bitcoin and crypto are mounting what many believe is an unthinkable, unbelievable, almost impossible to believe return to strength here at the tail end of 2023. And so today we're going to be talking about bull market survival and the ultimate guide or general guiding principles that I think are super helpful and will help each one of you not only stay on the straight and narrow, but keep your perspective and ultimately benefit most from what we all hope will be an amazing crypto bull run. To do this, I'm going to be outlining a short list of absolutely must understand concepts that have really helped me. And they also mark things that are different than the past, not the same old logic I used on the last run, but new and improved logic that has helped me stay, I'd say, pretty zen throughout all these market conditions, because remaining unemotional here and just reacting to data is what you absolutely have to do. So I'm going to be showing you the mindset I used to crush 2023. You know that we called things pretty well here on the channel, but I want to caution you before we get into this. That is not the point. One of our main coins we talked about throughout 2023 has been Solana. And I'm going to talk about this coin right now because it encapsulates so many lessons about this market. 1, bull market geniuses are back, baby. But look, it's not genius. There's nothing special about a bull market genius that predicted the Solana run, even though I would love to farm that clout. Oh, that precious clout. Yes, EllioTrades is so smart for talking about Solana. No, everyone who gets this market was talking about Solana, the size of the community, the pace of the development, and most importantly, the fact that so many people hate and absolutely despise this coin. Talk a little bit about that in a second. But first and foremost, understand bull market geniuses are back. And don't let yourself fall for the trap that there's anything special about other market participants, except for the fact that they might have more experience or maybe are working harder than you are to understand this market. And the reason why some people are able to consistently outperform in the market is because they've just seen the market do its thing over and over again. And it's fairly predictable. It moves in cycles, and there's more or less predictable rules of the road here. And something like Solana fits and ticks so many boxes. And so lesson number 1 is be your own genius. Figure it out, guys. It's not that hard. Hopefully this channel leads you to be your own genius in the market. I don't think you should be thinking, oh, I need EllioTrades' take on this. You should try to evolve to the point where hopefully you trust your own takes way more than you do others. Because in the end, it's your money that you're risking. It's your money that you could make or lose. And ding, 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 I'm not a financial advisor here, and I'm certainly not yours. But I love crypto, so let's talk about it. So first rule of the road here for the next bull market will be do not ignore the hated coins, because the hated coins pump the hardest. And the biggest, most hated coin of all time, literally ever, last cycle was, of course, the one jumping right off the page at you. That's right. We see history and time is a flat circle in crypto. Let's talk about the most hated coin that I even have been hating for a long time, which is, of course, this big old bubble here. It's the biggest monthly gainer here in the top 100 on the month. And I want to be clear, I don't hold this project, but I was a massive Hex hater on the last run. And now I realize I just don't care enough to pour hatred into anything. I personally would like to buy into coins that go up a lot. That's my goal. And I've tended to observe that the more hated a project is, there tends to be this like illogical pump that happens that really pisses people off even more, creates even more buzz, and sort of drives this polarization. Why exactly it happens, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you that hated coins pump super hard. And the ultimate hated coin that actually has crazy fundamentals and arguably is the biggest challenger to Ethereum is, of course, Solana. Now I'm going to go a little deeper into this, but from a philosophical level, just know most people don't care about crypto. When I say care, I mean they don't care about the culture or the underlying values of sound money. They don't care about decentralization. 99% of the newcomers who come through the door in crypto want to make money. And so they really don't care how it happens. And so when they buy something and they hear people talking negatively about that, they inherently want to dig their heels in and double down. Maybe that explains it. I don't know. But just know, if you find yourself really hating a coin, take a step back and check that emotion and understand, why you mad, bro? Why you mad? This coin didn't make fun of your girl. This coin didn't slap your girl's butt in the club, okay? Why you mad? And we come back to the Solana chart here to talk about point number 2, which is you want to buy stuff when it's dead. And let's talk about when Solana really died here. And it was boom during the FTX collapse. Remember that? Remember this right here in November? Everyone, FTX collapsed, Sam coin dead, right? Dead. Solana, goodbye. Everyone, bridge over, get off Solana right now. And of course, that marked pretty much the Pico bottom. Even if you had, sort of bought in here just on this, the beginning of this dip, right? Even if you had just gotten in here, right, when FTX first started collapsing and not the ultimate like $8 low, this right here at $11 still looks real good here, up 4x in just a short amount of time. And this is on a $17 billion market cap. So the lesson here, and this is one that you can start using right now, because yes, Solana's having its moment, its time in the light, and that's great. But there are tons of dead things that are obviously not dead, right? They're obviously not dead. Just the narrative and the hype around them is dead. So buying things when they're dead, or when people think they're never coming back, that's usually a sign for me that things are really, really reaching a bottom and probably are going to turn around. And look, many men have died calling for the return of NFTs, but all I can say is just a few weeks ago, Bored Apes were trading for about 23 ETH, and now they're up to 31. And at 23 ETH, everyone was saying they're done, they're going to zero. And then they turned around. I don't know. Maybe there's something to this dead thing. Again, I'm not making any price prediction on Bored Apes. It could go up, could go down, could go to zero. I don't know, but I'm just saying people think NFTs are totally dead. And more to the point, if you've been following crypto Twitter, or if you're a fan of Benjamin Cowan, and I do respect and I like Benjamin Cowan's content a lot, this is not a shot at him. I'm just saying he's been covering this ETH BTC ratio, which has been all the rage lately, which is he's been calling for this ratio to come down, meaning that ETH is going to lose value against Bitcoin. And he's been very right about that. Even though ETH has gone up versus the dollar, Bitcoin's gone up way more. And so now you're having all these people effectively saying, look, ETH is a dead narrative. It's never coming back. It's garbage. And it's going to go way lower here. Like, you know, they're saying, oh, we're going all the way down to this 0.03. And here you can see Ansem even here putting in the distribution schematic, which is the opposite of the Wyckoff accumulation schematic. AKA, they're saying it's bearish, right? They're saying number go down on ETH, at least versus Bitcoin. And that might be true. But I'm just saying that when sentiment tends to reach these extremes on stuff that's obviously not dead, like Ethereum, maybe take note of that stuff. Again, Ethereum is, I believe, part of any healthy crypto portfolio. And of course, it's part of my barbell. Remember, guys, I told you I have a barbell. So recapping so far, we have bull market geniuses are back, but you should be your own genius, okay? Just because someone said number was going to go up and it goes up doesn't mean they're any different than you. You can do this too, I promise. Just learn the rules of the game and play it. Hopefully this channel helps. And if it is, you know what to do. Second, hated coins pump super hard. And it's really easy to hate hated coins because there's usually some real reason to hate them. But just take a step back, breathe, and understand. Are you here for some ideological war on random altcoins, or are you here to invest into coins that go up and to hopefully multiply your net worth and participate in ultimately the growth of Bitcoin and crypto as an asset class, which is going to have all kinds of iterations? I don't believe screaming about things negatively changes things, and I just like to observe that hated coins pump hard. So I'm being less idealistic about hating things and more looking about strong communities and whether or not they're going to overcome FUD or even benefit from it. Something to remember. Again, Solana is a great example of this. 3, buy stuff when it's dead. Buy stuff when it's dead. That's the best time because you probably have more likelihood of going up in a bull run from a low price than from an astronomically high price. That brings us to the next piece of the equation, which is the barbell. Now remember, I made this video on the barbell. As you can see I made it about 10 pounds ago, AKA in July. But really, I'm just talking about, hey, look, I have this barbell where I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, right? Well, where's Ethereum? It's in here. I have Ethereum, I have Coinbase, and I have Solana. Now, the barbell is essentially set up so that most of my assets in crypto are in the barbell. And that means that I think in general, as the market progresses, even in bad times, these are going to come back. And these, when the good times return, will come back. I'm a believer that good times will always come back in crypto and that it's a very young asset class. That's my belief. So the barbell means that most of my assets are in stuff that I think generally go up over time. Simple, right? I sleep at night. Now, the other side of my barbell, imagine a barbell. I have one over here and I have one chunk over here. And the other chunk is stuff that I think can go absolutely berserk, but I risk the fact that it could really go to zero. And those are the types of bets that I think you can spread out, because when things go 10, 20x, it means you only have to get 1 in 10, 1 in 20 right to break even. And to be honest, in a bull market, if you're working hard and you actually learn about this industry, you're going to do better than 1 in 20 or 1 in 10. You can do a better hit rate than that. And again, that assumes that your losers go to zero. They don't go to zero. And the final lesson here is, again, to just check your emotions. Emotions are the key here. When you're feeling FOMO, like with Solana right now, I'm sure a lot of people are feeling FOMO with Solana right now. I missed it. I'm off sides, this, that, and the other thing. All you got to do now is just take a step back and check those emotions. If you check your emotions and actually understand, okay, honestly, I'm feeling way too excited. Or honestly, I'm feeling like I missed out. I'm feeling blank. If you're able to just be real with yourself about your emotions and just like write it down on a piece of paper, I'm feeling blank today, that'll help you, because you can then take a step back and be like, you know what? chasing this pump right now, that's greedy. That's me just feeling like I'm missing out. That's me fearing I'm missing out. Literally the absolute killer emotion. And then you can make better decisions based on just analyzing simply your emotions. Again, you can do this. The bull run is crazy. Just to be clear, the bull market geniuses are back. I don't want to be your genius. I just literally love this industry. My focus is obviously beyond this channel, working on the projects I founded. As you guys well know, the work never stops there. I'm very excited about the future of the industry and have dedicated my life to it. But in the end, I found that it's really fun to talk about this stuff. That brings me to my final point on emotions, which is that if you watch this early clip here, it's clear that what this senator is talking about is actually the most basic technology. Not some crazy new technology, self-custody wallets. That's literally the only thing that's ever existed. The first thing Bitcoin could do was store your Bitcoin. And that's not this crazy new tech. That's the original purpose of crypto, was for you to own your own assets. And now with this statement, it's pretty clear that they don't want you to own your own assets. That's like the big thing that they're scared of. And of course, this shows what the real purpose of all this anti-crypto rhetoric is they don't want you to own stuff. So just know, to me, this is like the biggest thing, which is, self-sovereignty and ownership is really what we're all here for. We all want to have some sense of control over our destinies. It's not that much to ask for, in my opinion, to know, hey, look, I own something and it's transparent and it is what it is. I own one of X tokens in a network and I think it's good, and therefore I should be able to own it and keep it. When you go to a bank, you don't have that promise. Anyway, emotions will most likely run hot this particular run because it's the first time that crypto's really been taken seriously as an asset class and is actually getting a ton of true opposition from the highest levels of government. And that means that there's gonna be crazy, weird headlines and scary days in the market. It also means that crypto's come a very long way and is absolutely not a sideshow, some kind of joke here on the national stage. It's getting validated by the biggest of the big, and it's exciting to see, but it will be emotionally draining. It will just be emotional. So learn to write down your emotions, take a step back, separate yourself, and also create actionable plans. That way you can execute like a beast regardless of what happens. If Bitcoin goes up, I'll do this. If Bitcoin goes sideways, I'll do this. If Bitcoin goes down, I'll do this. Just make simple plans, execute on them, you can do it. I hope this bull market survival kit is very useful to you. If it is, make sure to share it around, like this video, and comment below. And of course, I'll be breaking down for you the exact niches that I'm allocating to and giving you sort of a more generalized deep dive into the market that's similar to that gaming video, which by the way, just hit 100,000 views. It's one of my first videos to hit 100,000 views in years. All I can say is I'm grateful to this audience for still just being so awesome. You guys really motivate me to do good work here. And I just genuinely think if you're here at this point in 2023, you really deserve to win here. That's my belief. Again, we don't trade our emotions. If you guys are excited for that upcoming episode, if you guys are happy about what you learned here today, and most of all, if you guys want to click on this video and watch it, it's another amazing episode. Please smash that like button and I'll see you soon on the next episode. Cheers.